everybody. I'm Dr. Heidi Koch. I'm the owner and the medical director of the spa at West Glen, which is a medical and day spa in West Des Moines, Iowa. And this is the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. On this show, we will cover topics ranging from anything and everything having to do with health, wellness, anti-aging, beauty, and lifestyle. If you've been with us the last couple episodes, we have really focused on stress, what our body sees as stress, what it does when we get into a dysfunctional loop with stress, and how to manage, treat, and hopefully prevent it in our lives. Today, I'd like to take a little bit of a detour away from stress into a new arena, and that is into aging and anti-aging. Who wouldn't want to find that fountain of youth? Who would not want a miracle drug, procedure, treatment that could impart us to age gracefully? And unfortunately, there isn't any one miracle out there, but this is such a new area of research that there's a lot of great new products and new treatments coming out. So I would like to focus today on some things with anti-aging. And it's not just about living longer, living to be an older age. It's about having quality of life while you're living your life. So at first, I'd like to focus on some aging more superficial, talking more about skin, wrinkles, fine lines, those sorts of things. And then I want to look at some new research that's coming out that's actually pretty exciting about overall aging and what we can do to live a quality life. So when we return, we will get into aging, superficial and full body. Welcome back. So let's get started talking about aging and anti-aging. We're going to start by looking at superficial aging of the skin and focusing really on the face. So before we get started, you kind of need to know a little bit of the basics. The skin is the largest organ of your body, and it has many different functions, some which include heat regulation. That's why you get goosebumps. It's why you sweat. It also excretes waste and toxins through your sweat. And a big one that's very important for skincare is the absorption function. And when you might have used medications that come in a cream or in a patch that absorb through the skin and get into your body. So absorption is very important. When it comes to skincare, it needs to be a proper pH, and it needs to be of a good particle size in order for skincare to really get to the part of the skin that it needs to be efficient and to do its job. Because of that, medical grade skincare is very important. There's a lot of research behind it. And so we need to really, especially if you're interested in anti-aging and want to make a difference in your skin, you really need a medical skincare product. So as far as aging of the skin, there are two basic types of aging. There's intrinsic aging and there's extrinsic. So intrinsic aging is how your skin ages just because of genetics and the passing of time. So if you were to sit protected in a bubble, not exposed to anything, never leaving the house, as time passed, you would still age. And this is intrinsic aging. We have very little control over that. Then there's extrinsic aging, and a lot of sources say that up to 85% of visible skin aging is due to extrinsic aging and is almost 100% preventable. So we have a lot of control over this. So the things that fall under extrinsic aging or causes of aging, extrinsic aging, is sun exposure, which I think we're all pretty aware of, also chronic inflammation, unhealthy lifestyle. So if you eat unhealthy, if you smoke cigarettes, cigars, or if you drink a lot of alcohol, these all have a negative impact on your skin and aging. Another one is pollutants. So if we are exposed to chemicals, whether in jobs or just in the environment, that can have a detrimental effect to your skin and aging. All of these things, sun exposure, pollutants, unhealthy lifestyle, what they do is they stimulate an enzyme that breaks down all the good things in your skin, such as collagen, elastin, hyaluronic acid. All of those things keep your skin plump, keep it viable, good tone. And when we do unhealthy things, that's what makes the aging process come on faster. So we have those two things as far as aging. So when we are thinking about either skincare products or treatments that we want to do, what we need to focus on is the things that age us. Number one, cell turnover. The outside of our skin is constantly turning over. When you're 21 years old, it takes 21 days to replace your skin cells. When you are 40, that time frame doubles. And so when you're 40, 50, and you feel like your complexion is drab and dull, it probably is because you have an accumulation of more dead skin cells on your skin. So we need to focus on skin cell turnover. We need to focus on hydration because as we lose hyaluronic acid, that's what holds our water and gives us that plump, youthful look. We also need to focus on supporting our matrix and the collagen and elastin, looking for treatments and products that can stimulate those things and keep them really in an increased production. So those are what we need to focus on for anti-aging skincare. One of the best treatments that I have found for anti-aging skincare is chemical peels, and that's what I kind of want to focus on for the rest of the time here. At the spa at West Glen, our favorite medical skincare is Skin Medica, and they have 3 different peels. So what are chemical peels? Chemical peels are, many different companies make them, and there's a lot of very good ones out there. They're acids, and they can be one acid or a combination of acids that are mixed together and put on the skin. What they do is they take away that top layer, revealing healthy skin. They can also stimulate the collagen and the elastin, depending on how deep they go. So this is what a chemical peel does. Chemical peels, in general, have varying degrees. It depends on which acid you use and in what strength will determine how aggressive a peel is. So we have very superficial peels, superficial, medium, and deep. And for the most part, in a medical spa situation, you're looking more at the very superficial and superficial peels. The medium and the deep can require some anesthetic, some more numbing to get you through that initial procedure. So we basically deal with the very superficial and superficial. So of the Skin Medica peels, the very superficial peel is called the Illuminize. This is a great peel for prior to an event. We have many people who do this 2 days before their wedding, before a reunion. And it basically takes off that top layer, leaving some glowing skin underneath. You don't get actual peeling with the very superficial peel, perhaps a little bit of flaking, but really it's just to get off that dead skin cell layer and reveal that nice fresh skin. Then we move into the superficial peels, which is what I would say is more of your anti-aging treatments. Skin Medica has 2 that fall into the superficial, and that is Vitalize and Rejuvenize. What happens with these is you come in and a medical licensed esthetician will apply the treatment in about 20 minutes, and then you go home. In about 36 hours, your skin starts feeling pretty tight, and then you actually start peeling between 36 and 48 hours later. And I describe it as a sunburn type peel. And the peeling with the Vitalize will last for about 3 to 4 days. And with the Rejuvenized peel, it's a little bit more aggressive and will last 4 to 7 days. What it does is it takes off a deeper amount of skin, but still superficial, and gives you the fresh skin, but it also stimulates the collagen, the elastin, and the hyaluronic acid to kind of rev up their production. All of these things improve the look of your skin and are really aiming at all those anti-aging things that we talked about. Cell turnover, it's increasing collagen and elastin, it's increasing your hydration, and it's when we lose all that that we get those fine wrinkles and we get those coarse wrinkles, and then we lose volume and we're dehydrated. So it's a great treatment. Like any treatment, usually for the skin, it's best done in a series. You can do these treatments every 4 to 5 weeks. You can even space them out if that works better into your schedule. So at the spa at West Glen next week, we are having a special event that is a chemical peel event. It's on the 30th and the 31st, and it's great for people who are seasoned chemical peel patients, but great for people who are new to it. We can kind of talk you through the process. You basically can go and make your appointment. There is a small reservation fee that just holds your spot. Then you come in and you have a free chemical peel, and the chemical peels are valued up to about $155. Then your reservation fee basically goes towards some skincare products to help you recover from your peel and keep on maintaining your anti-aging regimen. So if there's interest, please call the spa at West Glen, or you can go to relaxdesmoines.com. We'd love to help you get into your anti-aging regimen to fight all those superficial signs of aging. We are going to keep going on our anti-aging subjects today, and what I want to look at now is a topic with a great amount of emerging research. And I think one of science's greatest questions is, why do some people outlive others? I think we all know a spry 95-year-old who takes daily walks and is relatively healthy, has nice conversations, and then we know a 70-year-old who is more frail and sickly, goes to the doctor a lot and really seems to be deteriorating rather quickly. So what's the difference between this 70-year-old and 95-year-old? There's a lot of research coming out, and I think scientists have always given credit to things such as a healthy diet, physical exercise, genetics, and those definitely play a part in how someone ages. But there's new research coming out, and this is actually pretty exciting. There's a lot more research that needs to come, but they're off to a great start. And a couple of the scientists say that the reason that we age is actually quite simple. We age because our cells age and our telomeres shorten. So I think that's really important. We age because our cells age and our telomeres shorten. So what are telomeres? They seem to be kind of important. So what telomeres are is they're part of your chromosomes. We have chromosomes in every single cell in our body. And what a chromosome looks like is actually like an X. So this is what our chromosomes look like. The white part here represents all of the genetic material in your body. So this determines what is your hair color, your eye color, how you tan, if you have a small bone structure, large bone structure, and it also encodes for every single protein and enzyme made by your body. So this is all of your genetic DNA material. Your telomeres are the end caps, so very similar to the tips of your shoelaces. Their function is purely to protect the rest of the DNA and the genetic code. What can happen is if you get fraying because your end cap isn't working correctly, the chromosomes can stick together and then your DNA mutates, and nothing good happens when your DNA mutates. So your telomeres are your end caps. When you, as you live, your cells need to divide, and as they divide, your chromosomes have to replicate. In this whole process of replication, the very tip of the chromosomes aren't able to completely replicate, which leaves you with shortened telomeres. They have noted that when you are conceived, so when you are just 2 cells in your mom's uterus, you have 15,000 bases on the ends of your chromosomes, or your telomeres. The process from conception to birth, there is a lot of cell division. You are born with 10,000 bases to your telomeres. And what they have noted is when you get to about 5,000 bases on your telomeres is when you start to succumb to aging diseases and eventually when we die. So definitely shortening of the telomeres has an effect on aging. So then you think, okay, so what can I do? Is there anything that can re-lengthen your telomeres from this natural aging process? And there is. And actually in 2009, the Nobel Prize for Medicine went to a group of scientists who did some work on telomeres and finding telomerase, which is the enzyme which helps lengthen your telomeres. Now the problem is we have telomerase on our genes in every cell of our body, but it is a gene that is suppressed. It's inhibited. So what we need to do is we need to find something that will activate it, and then it will work to lengthen our telomeres. So now we have an idea of, okay, this is what we can do to live a longer life. So in comes Dr. William Andrews, who has been working in the biotech industry for about 30 years, and the last 20 years he has solely studied aging. And so this has been his lifelong work, as he puts it, to cure aging. He has met up with John Anderson, who is a nutritional formulator and has been doing that work for about 30 years. So these two took this goal of their knowledge of telomeres and telomerase and John's knowledge of nutritional formulation to try and find compounds that would activate telomerase. So what they have done is John Anderson goes out to all different parts of the world trying to find different compounds. He then has brought them back where Dr. Anderson or Dr. Andrews has worked with them in the lab. What he has done is taken some healthy skin cells which have telomerase, put them in a petri dish along with these different compounds. Then what they do is watch and see which of these compounds will activate telomerase, and they can also gauge to what degree, if it's a weak activation or a strong activation. Once they got a number of these compounds, and a lot of them are vitamins and botanicals, they combine them into one product that is actually a supplement. It's not a prescription drug. It is a supplement that is just over the counter that is known to activate telomerase. But they have gone a step further. They didn't stop with that first formulation. They have continued to go out and gather different products, continue to be in the lab, and this is the 4th generation of what is called Product B. It's a supplement that you take that basically helps you to lengthen or to maintain the length of your telomeres. So you can take this product whether you're healthy or if you have health issues. If you're healthy, the things that you can expect are increased energy. A lot of people talk about improved sleep, whether it's they can sleep longer, they can stay asleep, or just they feel more rested when they do get up. A lot of people have also talked about increased mental focus and concentration when they're taking this. So those are the things, if you're healthy, that people have reported. The people who have medical issues have also seen some great changes. A lot of the testimonials say that people have had to change their eyeglass prescription because their vision improved. People have been able to lower blood pressure medications, have been able to lower the amount of hormones that they may be on if they're on a bioidentical hormone regimen. I also have a friend whose dad was a type 2 diabetic who was on some insulin. She put him on this medication, and he was actually not only able to lower his insulin level, but his neuropathy, which is when you lose some sensation and have some pain, typically in your hands and your feet, often from chemo or from being diabetic, he had this and that improved also. There have been stories of people with Alzheimer's who have become a little bit more maybe verbal or more alert with this medication. So it is a supplement. The dose is typically 2 capsules twice a day. They have been given larger amounts to people with more significant health issues, but 2 twice a day for your average person is a great dose. The greatest thing about it is that it's all natural products. It's vitamins. It contains different things like ashwagandha, sometimes rhodiola, And there's a whole list of ingredients that are known to activate your telomerase. So product B is available at some compounding pharmacies. We have it at the spa at West Glen. There's lots of information to find out about it. You can go to isogenics.com, which is the company, and they have a lot of videos that you can watch to find out all of the benefits. But for anyone interested in anti-aging and hopefully trying to find that fountain of youth, this is a great place to start. Thank you for joining us. Are you ready to do something about the visible signs of aging to your skin? The fine lines, the coarse wrinkles, the brown sunspots? Well, we have the treatment for you. Chemical peels are one of the best procedures to start really working on an anti-aging regimen for the skin. The spa at West Glen is having a chemical peel event next week on March 30th and 31st. You can give us a call or you can go to relaxdesmoines.com to find out more and come in and have a peel and learn everything about anti-aging for the skin.